Collect good people. Get into the habit of collecting good people. I think when you're finding friends, it's especially hard as an adult. You know, when you're in school, when you're a kid, even at university, if you're part of clubs or groups or houses, it's easier to form friendships because you're collaborating. You're there. You're forced to be in class with people, and you're going to say hi and get to know them. But we don't really have that as adults, you know. And I think we find our friend circle shrinking and shrinking and shrinking as we get older, and you end up having some work friends maybe, but you don't get into a lot of specifics often because there's dynamics in politics. And then you kind of try to maintain your friends from high school or college, but it's hard because everybody's gone off and done different things, and often you've outgrown them. You know, you've grown in different ways, and we stay in friendships out of convenience. I'm introverted, I'm shy. That doesn't always come across in videos. You know, I put my let's go spread the mission and the message hat on when I'm making content, but I don't talk to people on the airplane. I don't say hi, I don't introduce myself. Very awkward, I hate small talk. And so that can make it difficult to form friends. What I found as my rallying cry is I want to collect good people. And when I find somebody that I like, for whatever reason, you know, like your heart will guide you on these things. There's people that you've been around that you just like. You know, have you met somebody who you just want to spend more time with? And maybe you met them at an event, maybe they're a friend of a friend, maybe you just met them online somewhere, but you like them and you want to spend more time with them. Get into the habit of collecting good people. So this is a two-step process that I think will be valuable for you. Step one is to put yourself in the new situations. Step one is to be around the people, the groups, the clubs, the activities where like-minded people are doing things. I just launched my Discord server. You can join us, evancarmichael.biz. It's super fun. I'm in there every day chatting with people. And the people who have joined are entrepreneurs who want to build their business. You know, they want to build their life. They don't know. A lot of people don't know other entrepreneurs. You know, you are the most optimistic person. You're the one pouring into other people. So who do you hang out with? Who pours into you? Well, too often it's nobody. So come join our Discord. But if not that, then go put yourself in the situations where you have the chance to meet new people. Like if you just stay at home running your business and you just repeat the same routine that you've got and you're never exposing yourself to people, then you're never going to meet new people. You know, if you're not going to events or conferences or clubs or rooms, you're not going to meet people. And I know that's scary and that's difficult, that's hard, that is, even as I say those words, the introvert and shy person in me is already tensing up. It's like, oh, but I hate it so much. I hate networking. I hate these events. I don't want to go. I just want to stay home and do my thing. I'm not going to meet anybody. It's going to be terrifying. I'm going to stand at the back of the room and not talk to anybody. So that's why it's important to pick groups that you actually resonate with. There's very few things that will get me going and get me excited. I hate small talk. I don't want to talk about the weather and how it's raining here in Toronto today. I don't want to talk about politics or climate or news cycle stuff. The things most people talk about, I don't care. I don't want to talk about gossip and other people. Zero interest to me. In a lot of networking events, that's you know, you're covering really basic things that seem very uninteresting to me. But if you put me in a room of entrepreneurs, or you put me in a room of salsa dancers, or you put me in a room of people who like League of Legends and Minecraft, I would find something to talk about. It'd be a lot more easy for me to start a conversation. And so that's what I encourage you to do. Around your interests, around your passion, around the thing that you are genuinely curious about, learning as well as helping other people with, then join those groups. Because there's lots of those kinds of groups out there. It may be in your city or online for sure. Online for sure there are groups. Again, join us, evancarmichael.biz on Discord. Come say hi. Looking forward to meeting you. But putting yourself, so step one is putting yourself in those rooms so that you have the ability to reach new people. And then step two is when you find somebody that you like, you be the initiator to try to find a way to spend more time together. You know, if you find somebody at an event, or if you see somebody in the message board, or you're joining the Discord and you love somebody's perspective, say, hey, I'd love to learn more about you and what you're doing. Do you want to do a Zoom call together? Or do you want to, if they're in your city, do you want to go grab some coffee together? And lean, it's hard. This is hard. Again, the introvert in me is like, oh my God, my heart's beating. This is crazy. For the extroverts out there, you're like, this is easy. What's the problem here, Aaron? But for the introverts, like, oh my God, this is the scariest thing of all time. Boom, 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 boom. Lean into the awkwardness and say, I love your vibe. I'd love to learn more about you and how you do X. Do you have time this weekend to grab a coffee or to hop on a Zoom? And that could be, again, around entrepreneurship. For me, be entrepreneurship. I'd love to learn more about your business. Do you have time this weekend for a quick Zoom? Or if it was Minecraft, I could say, I love how you do all of your redstone. I'd love to know how you do it. Do you want to hop on a quick Zoom call, right? Like, people are often flattered, and chances are, here's what happens, guys. If you had a good vibe about them, they probably have a good vibe about you. Right? Like, if you have a good vibe about them, they probably have a good vibe about you, probably, right? But they're too afraid to do anything about it either. This is why you have to lean into the awkwardness. And so I've done this over and over and over and over again, and it's led to some just amazing people being around me. But it took me a long time to do it. You know, it took me too long to get started. I wish I learned this when I was first getting started as an entrepreneur, because I was so isolated and so alone and didn't know who to talk to. And it's just me and my business partners and my family. That's it, you know? I had no other circle of people to connect with. I think of someone like Jeremy, who I've mentored in his business. I just really liked him. There's something about him. I really liked him. When I first met him, he came to my event. I was doing my Thought Leadership Academy in Toronto. It was a 3-day event that he came out to, and he was the youngest one there. He was still in his teens, late teens, that he came out, and spent all the money he had almost to be there. It was a couple $1,000 to be there, and he was earning minimum wage as a grocery store clerk at a store here in Toronto. And there's just something about him. I really like this guy. He was super green, just started getting into personal development, learned about it through watching one of my videos, and had a really soft spot in my heart for him. I really liked him. And after the event was over, he didn't want it to be over. He's like, yeah, I learned so much from this. I don't want to go back to, you know, the life that I had. Evan, how can I spend more time with you? I'll cut your grass, I'll mow your lawns, the same thing. I'll walk your dogs, I'll wash your car, you know, I'll do your groceries. Like, what do you need me to do? I don't want it to end. I want to spend more time. And I didn't have an idea for him. You know, it's like, I don't need somebody to walk my dog, you know? Justana's, she's good. I don't need somebody to mow I don't have a lawn. I'm in a condo. The car's getting washed out here in the rain anyway. And so I didn't have anything for him. But then it's just stuck with me, you know? It's just stuck with me. I really like this guy. I want to collect good people, and I don't know what I'm going to do with him, but for a couple months, it just stuck with me. And then the idea came to me, I want to start a business with him. I'm going to teach him how to do YouTube, and we're going to set up a YouTube consulting business for him so he can leave his job and he can do what he loves doing and keep learning and growing and be around the energy. And he said yes. We got him on a call. He said yes. Fast forward now, you know, he had this momentous day where he was making more in 1 month than he did in an entire year. And he went and burned his apron that he had to wear at the grocery store. It was a big momentum day for him. And now he's a, you know, mid-6-figure business, which is fantastic. But more than just helping this guy build a business, it's just, I love the energy and I love spending time with him and I love collecting good people. So when you're around people who fill you up, when you're around people who believe in you, when you're around people who give you energy, you're probably the one giving other people energy, filling them up, right? And it's fantastic. Keep doing that because you're built to serve and you should keep doing that. But when you're around those people, it just makes you feel better. It's so hard just to keep going when everyone around you is negative or toxic or just tearing you down or in a lot of pain themselves and telling you that your ideas won't work and they hate their life. You know, it's really hard to keep going, living your dreams when everyone around you hates their life. And you know how good it feels to be around people who are doing their thing, who fill you up. And so you have to start to collect good people. You have to start to put yourself in situations where you have the chance to meet good people around the things that you care about. And then you have to have the courage to ask somebody to go to a coffee or to hop on a Zoom call. Because if you fast forward and imagine the next year of your life, imagine that you're option A, surrounded by people who are negative and are hating their life and in a lot of pain all the time. Or imagine you being surrounded by people who are filling you up, encouraging you, supporting you, lifting you up, giving you positive messages, cheering you on. Imagine a year of that. How much more do you accomplish? How much further do you go? How much more could you serve? How closer would you be to your goals? Because you chose to surround yourself with people. You chose to be courageous. This is not easy. For the introverts out there, it's not easy. But you chose to be courageous, and you chose to collect good people.
If you want another Evan Rant video that just might give you the confidence you need, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
Finding your purpose is easy. Finding your purpose, finding your passion, finding what you're meant to do is easy. And I will beat this drum until everybody figures it out.